Daily sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tagovailoa.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Dotson in motion right. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. A little juke. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will score on pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua going to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Jake
Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And taken right at the 35. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run here with a rookie. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Romadunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 12. And a Bears first down.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Williams pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On the ground, it's Monangai. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 38 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Falcons,
so the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second and a couple. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle made at the 42.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Tua. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9
that time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 7.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 49-yard line.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
Here's Tua. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
A gain of 12
and that's
yards.
a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up second.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third down and 1. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down. It's a gain of 17
A pretty sizable
yards.
deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Clark Phillips there to stop him.
And 9.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Colston Loveland.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
By Austin Booker. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he goes out right around the 39.
To Kyle Pitts. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Kyler Gordon on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his man, London, right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Tua on the bootleg here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to Tegan Quitoriano. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
The Folks kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
Now
line.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. To the air, Williams. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 2. To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Here's Monangai. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
They'll run here with Monangai. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackled by D'Angelo Malone.
1-yard gain.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Pass complete to Loveland. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 27 yards. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Bears 21.
So that drives
Falcons
7 plays
6.
in length. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Jahan Dotson, 73 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8-21-13.
Makes the score Bears 21.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw, Williams. Window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again here, Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and he falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And his pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Olamide Zaccheaus. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. And that'll get the lead down to 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Colston.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe possibly he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 16
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tua. Throw left side. There's London. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the Bears' 49-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 39 on third.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the option. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
4 yards.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run Manungai. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
2 yards on the play. First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Running is Manungai. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
33-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Williams pass.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Falcons 16.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really sharp. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to head on the first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Falcons offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
And his throw is incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
He'll get a nice chunk there on a first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Robinson on a give right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Kyler Gordon stopped that play before it ever got going. Great job.
That was off kilter. Offense up front, everyone was just kind of out of sync.
Well, from my perspective, that certainly looked like the defense just destroyed that play, absolutely just took it over.
All right, so I'm going to revamp what I said. The defense was in sync. How about that?
Oh, I like that one.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Jahan Dotson. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This for a fourth-quarter lead.
Folk's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A nice little juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. To the air, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Pass caught by Burden. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Williams going to sneak it.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. 107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
To Tegan Quitoriano. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
It's second and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. On the give, here's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Falcons first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Getting toward the middle of the fourth quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management, but it's really not going to matter much if they can't stop them. And right now, they're really struggling to get them on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tua Tagovailoa. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's a second and 7. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. On the ground, it's Madden. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
At the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up.
Back to throw.
That's caught left side, Burden.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts
A gain of 15
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Another Bears first down. A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
Here's first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He will push his way down to about the 14. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
46 seconds left. Second down here.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
For a Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's first and goal.
He's back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
32.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, they're going to file it away for the future.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.